Just when you thought Gen Z couldn't get more pathetic, this is a generation, and you can say, not all of them. I'm just saying in general. I'm not calling out any one person. I'm saying in general. This is a generation that is not prepared for the real world. They're being coddled by teachers and not being taught what they're supposed to. When they were younger at home, they were getting put in front of tablets, put in front of phones and computers. Parents weren't parenting them. And now we have a bunch of people with fucking mental disorders or self-diagnosed disorders. Like, oh well, this person has autism, and I experience some of those things. I must be autistic. But anxiety about everything, and here we have menu anxiety. Only Generation Z could have something like menu anxiety. So basically, they were polled, 2,000 people. 86% of Gen Z adults aged 18 to 24 in his study admitted that they suffered from menu anxiety when dining in restaurants. The frequent occurrence of this very specific fear appeared to be triggered by the increasingly exorbitant cost of a meal out, along with the respondent worrying about not being able to find something they like on the menu or, after the fact, regretting what they ordered. Some even took it to the extreme, with almost 40% of Gen Z customers saying they simply wouldn't go out for dinner if they couldn't check the menu first. A similar study, this one conducted in the United States, found that 3 in 10 Americans have menu anxiety, with surprise Gen Zers being most nervous than older generations. How did we go from 17, 18-year-olds storming the beaches of Normandy to these fucking kids who look at a menu in a restaurant and have these fucking panic attacks? How the fuck did we get here? This fucking generation is the most mentally unstable, the most pussified. We have these kids, these boys who are being taught that, oh, toxic masculinity. They're being taught that, it's you want the girl. Girls love the pussy dude. They not the one who goes after the pussy, but the dude who acts like a fucking pussy. They like the more sensitive. And then it's these guys who are growing up and like using their fucking girlfriends as human shields. These girls are being taught about, I'm a girl boss, I'm this, I'm that. These kids are getting to 18, 9, 18 years old, graduating, not knowing what to do. The girls are starting OnlyFans. The guys, oh, I'm gonna be a prankster or influencer or something. They're going to school. They're not being taught what they're supposed to. They can't read. They can't write. They can't do basic math. They're being taught about fucking gender identity and pronouns. And then they're being put into this world and they have no fucking clue what to do. The whole COVID thing, they're fucking in the house 24/7 because, oh, we can't go to school, and doing online classes. That prevents them from having real social interactions. They're growing up socially fucking awkward now. These kids had to keep their masks on, so now some of these younger kids can't even speak properly because as they're growing up, they fucking have a face diaper on. They can't see anyone else's mouth moving, and they so these kids are growing up with speech impediments and all that shit. These kids have parents that will just put them in front of a here you go, here's your cell phone, here's a tablet, here's technology, get out of my face, instead of parenting them, taking them out, doing things that parents would do, helping them with their homework. These kids don't know how to cook, they don't know how to fucking do simple things like that, or laundry, or if you were to put a freaking checkbook in front of a kid, they wouldn't even know how to do that. Even before when I was at school, I didn't have checks, but we learned how to balance a checkbook. When I was in middle school, I took 2 years of home ec. But these kids are sitting in a fucking restaurant looking at a menu like, oh, God. having mental breakdowns because of too many choices on a menu, having mental breakdowns because, oh, I have to work 40 hours a week. Oh, that's too much. But I want to get paid $20 an hour from working at McDonald's. And anyone who looks at this and seems completely fine with it, like this isn't a problem, these are the same kids going out and protesting, using words they don't fucking know, calling you, me, and whoever a fascist. And it's like, what's a fascist? Well, I don't really know the definition, but they've been using it, so I'm gonna use it. These are the same kid. Like, I hope I don't survive long enough for these kids to actually be taking over the country. I really hope I'm dead and gone in like fucking 5 years. These people have mental breakdowns over you using the wrong fucking pronoun. These kids are not fucking prepared for the real world, and yet we're expected to just trust and believe in them that they can run the country. Are you kidding me? Menu anxiety? Menu anxiety? What? You mean the generation that thinks there's 78 genders can't decide on what to order in a restaurant? Gen Z struggles to wipe their own ass. Gen Z will be the next generation. Also Gen Z. Menu anxiety. Gen Z is a bunch of pansies when it comes to anything in life. Gen Z, we're gonna change the world. Also Gen Z. Mommy, can you order my food for me? I'm scared. Does breathing scare them? Mommy should just pack some chicken nuggies and a juice box so they don't have to decide. It is just another survey worded to find weird findings like this that are actually meaningless. It says, no, I mean, we kind of need to know because these are the people, you know, this generation that grew up coddled and hiding behind a phone screen is scared to order their own meals. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. uh, Shocking. Give it a few months and restaurants will require a safe space for ordering. Good, more food for me. People can't do anything. This is bad parenting. My 6-year-old orders her own food when we go out because I make her. Yeah. Not my 6'8" baby boy. Usually 40% of Gen Z customers, Gen Z customers won't say they won't go out to dinner if they can't check the menu first. Yep. It's failed parents. Yeah. I asked my best friend, my best Gen Z friend, and he said that's cap AF. I have no idea what that means, but sure. I know AF means as fuck, but what's cap? These That boy's not all right. I can't believe a menu anxiety is a thing now. Who knew deciding between pizza or pasta could be so stressful? They're scared of everything. This is fake, right? Thanks, TikTok. Cheesecake Factory is in serious trouble then. Yeah. Yeah, have you seen the Cheesecake Factory menu? I mean, I think the Bible might have some competition. Any book, really, might have a competition with the freaking menu there. Communism will solve that problem. 2 to 3 items max. Also, just in case, there are multiple um articles about it. MSN right there. Gen Z suffers from menu anxiety. The Minds Journal, Finance, Yahoo, or actually psychiatrists right there. So this isn't just like some made up bull crap. It's pathetic, and it's so pathetic that you would think that is like an Onion article or Babylon Bee or something, but no, no, it's not. Again, these are the same kids who record themselves at work having mental breakdowns over being called the wrong name or gender or whatever. These kids are not prepared for real life. I mean, how much more has to go on before every other normal person looks at them and says, "Yeah, they are not ready for the real world." And a lot of it, I don't, some of it, I don't blame them personally. Again, the school systems, the parents, that's all to blame. The social media influencers they watch, all of it's to blame. All this is to blame to making these kids fucking pussified, to making these boys not want to be actual men because of toxic masculinity. Everything is to mixed together. It's a societal problem. It's a freaking digital problem. All this tech and bad parenting and just useless fucking school systems have like culminated together to create these kids. And now their terrible choices are affecting these kids. And now these kids are going to go out, not know how to deal with the real world. And they're going to be voting all the wrong ways for the wrong things because they've been easily manipulated. So, in a way, we kind of should feel sorry for these kids because, it's like I said with the COVID stuff. They didn't ask to be home all year. They didn't ask to have the fucking face diapers on them all year, even when they were at home. They didn't want that. So all this, it's like everyone's always said, kids are the easiest to mold because their minds are still growing. So you can take their minds and just do what you want with them. Now these kids are afraid of like all these illnesses. They're afraid of the real world essentially, and now it's gonna fuck things up for everyone. But this whole menu anxiety because they can't decide. This is why we have to get help for mental illness and not treat it like it's a normal part of society. You don't give in to people's delusions. Oh no, it's okay. You have problems looking at a menu. It's okay. Went from storming beaches to having breakdowns in restaurants because they can't figure out what to order. Congratulations. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.